Could the mummy case, still known only as 22542, be a fake? It's an interesting question to ask. Upon researching this story, I noticed that early writers always referred to it as a mummy case, meaning the whole coffin. It seems that, somewhere down the line, the unlucky mummy became just the lid of the coffin, also referred to as a mummy board. If it was just the lid that was being moved around from place to place, why would porters and other workers be needed to carry it? After all, the unlucky mummy as it stands in the museum is only 5 feet 4 inches tall. Is the lid, made of wooden plaster, really that heavy? When, oh when, did this priestess change from mummy case to mummy board? Another thing to note is that the mummy board is in remarkably good condition for its age. So you're telling me that a piece of wooden plaster, thousands of years old and shoveled around from place to place, is going to be in great shape? I'm not buying that. Apparently the lid was made better than the rest of the coffin. Also, if the unlucky mummy was just the lid, it would contradict some of the stories that were told, such as hearing the sounds of someone being trapped inside. The gist of what I'm saying is that a mummy case went down with the Titanic, but a mummy board is at the museum. Just a thought. Did the mummy sink the Titanic? Many people have studied and analyzed the Titanic disaster, myself included. There were many logical factors behind its sinking. However, in all that logic, there have always been things about the disaster that don't connect and don't make sense. I urge anyone watching this video to watch or read anything connected with the Titanic disaster. Ignore the fiction. Although the Titanic is easily its own subject, separate from this mummy's curse, there are two things that should always keep you wondering. 1. Captain Edward John Smith was the top captain for the White Star Line. He had much experience and was no fool. This wasn't his debut, and White Star would never have put him in charge of the Titanic if they didn't have unshakable confidence in him. There was a lot of money behind the Titanic, and its success was vital to the company. 2. How in the world do you not see an iceberg? How is it that no one aboard the ship saw the iceberg earlier than they did in time to avoid it? I can't believe that no one asks this question more often than they do. Even more strange, other ships sent warnings to Captain Smith about drifting ice in the area. He ignored them. Why?